when you're looking at it from an ecological lens, the interconnectedness and the ecology of what King is talking about in a broad sense is apparent. For example, if I put up on the board multiple choice, question, multiple choice, who said this? It really boils down to this, that all life is interrelated. And then I put A, Rachel Carson, B, John Muir, C, Martin Luther King Jr., D, James Lovelock. Who said it really boils down to this, that all life is interrelated? You might choose one of those ecological thinkers, right? You might not necessarily assume that it was Martin Luther King Jr. who said it really boils down to this, that all life is interrelated. So that's just one example of what I mean when I say that King has an ecological view that he's expressing again and again in his speeches and sermons. To expand on that example a little bit, 1967, Christmas Eve, Atlanta, Georgia, Ebenezer Baptist Church. Dr. King stands in the podium, Christmas Eve, 1967, and says, if we are to have peace on earth, we must develop a world perspective. If we are to have peace on earth, we must develop a world perspective. He says it really boils down to this, that all life is interrelated. We are caught in an inescapable network of mutuality, tied into a single garment of destiny. Whatever affects one directly affects all indirectly. This is the way our universe is structured. This is its interrelated quality. Exactly 1 year later, on Christmas Eve, 1968, the Apollo 8 astronauts circling the moon captured the first photograph of the Earth from space taken by human hands. The famous Earthrise photograph. I think it's a beautiful symmetry or parallel or resonance. That King didn't live to see that photograph of the Earth from space. But he said exactly 1 year before it was captured that if we are to have peace on earth, we must develop a world perspective. So that's the kind of thing I'm talking about when I'm talking about King as an ecological thinker. Let me backtrack for a second and tell you a little bit of how I got